All right. So today's broadcast here at FFTN Broadcasting. You are here at my channel, Freedom from the Night. Tune in, tune in. I have some good breaking news update. I have some good breaking news update uh about today today's topic, breaking good news update about the spirit of adultery. Yes, I wanted to talk about the spirit of adultery done in my way. Okay, I wanted to talk about the spirit of adultery. So, all right, let's get this started. So as I was again reading my Bible, um, I I was reading something. I was reading about adultery, and I also was reading about adultery throughout the whole Bible. Okay, in different books, should I say? So let me get started, and I don't want to keep you too long. Um, so the spirit of adultery is a very strong spirit. I repeat that. The spirit of adultery is a very strong spirit. Very strong. Okay? And I do mean strong. So, again, the spirit of adultery is a very strong spirit. It will take you to move out of order and move with someone who is a thief that takes women from their husbands. That's how strong this spirit is. Uh, one of God's law of commandments is not to covet your neighbor's wife or his male or female servant. Anything that belongs to your neighbor, you are not to covet it. You are not to covet. You understand? You are not to covet any of it. So you're not to cover your neighbor's wife or his male servant or female servant or his animals or anything that belongs to your neighbor. Hmm. Not to touch it. Not at all. Laws are in place because of the word cease. 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 Okay? Which means to stop, to put a halt to, to break it, to break bondage of. Bondage, not bond, but bondage of. A lot of things, okay, is to stop, cease. The word cease, a lot of things from coming through to get to you. That's what law is put into place for, because of the word cease, to stop things from coming from somewhere else to come and to get through to you. Okay? But when you break the law, it is like breaking the guarded gate and the door down. And guess guess what's coming in? Unwanted company that you keep. Unwanted company that you keep. Um, and a man who breaks in, not through the door, but through the window, is a thief. And he does not want anything to do with you. He just wants what's not his. He wants what's not his. Oh, oh, did you think that a man wanting what he cannot have was a good thing? Or even acting hard to get, which is a woman thing. Acting hard to get was a good reaction to a man who wants what he cannot have. No, that is the thing that in that time that you are to discern. Discern what is going on, not envy the person that's wanting something that they cannot have by responding in a way that is inappropriate unto God, by playing hard to get. No, this is when you need discernment before you take anything out on anybody to covet your neighbor. So you need to discern it, because that is a spirit of adultery. And you are about to play games into it. You are about to put what God said in the Bible, you are about to get yourself in the way of an angry man. That angry man is the adulterer. Understand? That is what that was speaking about. The adulterer. The adulterer. That angry man is an adulterer. He's in the bed waiting to take from somebody else's their things that don't belong to him. And if your response is to get in that bed with him by showing him what you got and what you working with, uh, uh, towards him in like a in a way that you're gonna play hard to get, then you are laying in that adulterated bed with that angry man. That's an angry man. An angry man is an adulterer. That's an adultery. That man is living in the bed of an adulterated bed. That's adultery. See, you acting hard to get and him acting like he wants to marry you with his eyes. Him acting like he wants to marry you with his eyes, because that's what he's using, his eyes, the eyes of lust. He knows in spirit that if he gets with you, because that would be all that he needs, that he would be taking what don't belong to him. A woman who is already married to another man, even if that woman is single, this man comes in and swoops her up and smooths her out, like, with a bunch of manipulation, a bunch of it. And he does not care. He don't care what he says. He just loves to hear himself talk and see how you will react to it in a lustful way. He wants you to get into that adulterated bed with him. You understand? And we are not to get in the way of an angry man. He don't care. This is also known as murder. Yeah, this is also known as murder and killing. Why do you think that some will kill you once they only, you know, once only um when they are just an agreement to in an agreement to meet you? Oh yeah, because that's all they need is to meet you through dating. Understand? You you associating yourself in the company of the wrong group, the wrong thing. Adultery is a strong spirit. You understand? Very strong. There's a lot of killings out right now of women due to these men coveting in the spirit of adultery. Yes, angry men in adultery. It's a lot of killing going on now in the spirit of adultery because of coveting someone's wife. And then guess what? And then the child becomes a unique son, male or female, because son means male or female, male or female. And you will have to get these spirits up off your bloodline for prayer and get them up out of your household for prayer and up off of your family for prayer. Sending them back to where they came from and stop sinning once you are well. Oh, yes, you will have to stop sinning once you are well and all is complete. Jesus told the man who needed to be healed. This is what he said. He said, let's just say, he said, "Sir, do you want to be well? Well, take up what you have and now walk." Understand? Take up what you have now and walk. We think we walking at times, right? We think we walking just because we walking physically. We think we walking, but we are actually stuck. We are stuck in different dimensions. Dimensions is evil. Days is promising. God promised days. So those days is promising. But dimension is death. Okay? It's not promising. We don't know what we're going to get from that. So dimension, that word is evil. So when we think that we're walking, we're actually we're staying stuck, and we're stuck in different dimensions and in our sin, in the past of our ancestors and what they've left and what we agree with, which is wrong. See, being stuck in different dimensions, this is why some some this is why some have a very um weird dreams. This is why you have weird dreams, because of the adulterated bed that you've been in. Yeah, this is why you can't understand what's going on in your dreams, because you are having dreams, being that you've done a lot of murdering, killing, and destroying of the opposite of you. That's an adulterated bed. You've been in that bed for so long. That's what is playing out in the spirit. Even if you're not doing it on the flesh, that spirit is so strong, it will try its best to seduce you in the spirit and make you think that you're still that same person, even if you are changing. Only if you're changing and you taking up your cross and you're walking, taking up what you have and you're walking. So so um being stuck in these dimensions, you'll notice that you did your share of murdering and killing. If you're at a point where you're not in a relationship, well, those spirits again, those spirits that's attached to you that you may not see in the physical, you will see it in the dream world, the invisible, the that you are, because you are attached to the adultery. You were once attached to adultery. Now you're trying to stop. That's telling you and that's convicting you of something, and it's time that you stay um away from murdering and killing and being in the bed of an adulterated bed and angry consistently with wrath. The adultery you did before you started going on the fast, before you started going on just not just being by yourself for now, okay? Yeah, you were just in there, and now you're trying to take it away from the spirit that made a whole body on the outside of you. You're trying to take it away, and it doesn't want you to. So to that's attachment to this adulterated, wrathful spirit. It doesn't want to let you go. It wants you to do it again in waking life, to the point that you believe that you can never overcome this spirit. You can never overcome it. Even though you don't think it's a spirit, it is a spirit. And you'll always think that, man, I'm gonna always be this way. I can't do this. I can't do that. You're gonna always think that because of the spirit. So when you meet someone else, this is always going to be a part of you. If I mean, not always going to be a part of you, but what I'm saying is that this spirit is going to always make itself a part of you. It doesn't want to let you go because you've been walking in this sin for a very long time. And again, this is sin. That spirit that is uh coming in your dream to have sex with you, to use you, to use you sexually, is so used to you doing things, doing things within that spirit, like coveting all the time, that they come paying you back for all the coveting you have done of women. And this is for men too, women who done men like this, but you have done this coveting of women that don't belong to you. This is why God was taking wives back in the day from their husband. This is why he was taking wives from their husbands, because of coveting. These husbands had lustful eyes and got what they wanted and still did not want it when they got it. They was married, still didn't want it. Just wanted what they could not have. Clout, and they call this nowadays clouting. This is called clouting. Doing things for clout. Doing things just to covet. Covet is clout. Something that don't belongs to you. This is why some take you, this is also why some will take you to court, make babies by you, abuse you, talk aggressively to you, towards you, and murder and steal from you and kill you and destroy you. This is the reason why this happens, because this spirit of adultery is a very strong spirit. Understand? Breaking good news. The spirit of adultery is strong. So take heed to the spirit and know why you're having these weird dreams. Okay? And pray, because this is wrath. And it's a lot of men and women walking around in this amount of wrath. In Jesus' name, talk with you later. Bye. For now.